Alrighty, guys. So we are going to learn how to use um, this thing. We'll get out of our way. Get out the way. So we are getting ready to add some shapes, transparent shapes, to our design. Whatever the design might be, I'm just going to grab a random picture. Um, I'll grab this picture. Just a little screenshot picture. Click drag it. That way it's already on a different layer. I'll put it back here just in case I need it on my timeline, get it out of my way. All right, so this is part of the picture for the next design that I'm going to use. I've already added my filters to the background. I'm happy with that. So you add your own filters and designs and color and layers to whatever your original image is. If you want to warp it and make it a different size, you can. Up to you. But the task at hand. After I place it, I'm going to go to shapes. I'm going to choose the shape that I want to use. And then I'm simply going to create a new layer. That way I'm not doing it on top of the actual picture right here. And then I'm going to start creating my shapes. Okay. So notice how when I did that, it's on a different layer. I put the rectangle. It's a solid color. I can't see my image behind it. I'll change that later. If I want to overlap it, this next shape, I can. If I want to change the color to a different color, I can do that as well. And notice it automatically creates new layers for us, okay? I didn't mean to do that, rounded rectangle. All right, so with this particular assignment, you're doing at least 5 to 7 different shapes, okay? You can do multiple shapes on top of shapes, move them wherever you want to. If you want to rotate them, you can. You can be really creative with how you do your shapes, okay? So I've just added a few shapes. And one more shape just for safe measures. Let's do this custom shape. All right. If I want to, so let's move it out the way. I got a couple more shapes, and I can play with the shapes even more if I wanted to. Um, but make it bigger, whatever the case might be, and play with the customization of it. But I'm just going to leave it like that for now. So notice that all of these different shapes were created on different layers. And that's good because now if I want to go in, let's say I want to change the color to different colors. I can go pick my colors that I want to change them to. I probably want to change all of them. I don't want the same colors. Move to the next shape. Select color. Go to fill. And just play around with the shapes. If I wanted to add a gradient, I could. If I wanted to make it where it's just the outline of the shape, I could. All these different effects, textures, I can do all of that just from right here, okay? If I want to do the stroke and I want to make it thicker, I just do that and it makes it different. So you can really be creative with just using just shapes in this artwork, all right? So now the only problem is, let's say I want to see my image underneath it. I just have to change the opacity, okay? So I go back, I select whatever shape it is, it automatically select it, and there's multiple things I can do. I can go to opacity right here and change it. Now I can see what's underneath it. That's one option. Or you also can play around with the different options right here. Like if I wanted to go to an overlay, it would overlay it, and it only overlays and you don't see this part unless you have a background already, and then you would see it. Since we don't have a background, you don't see it. But let me go to background real quick. I'm just gonna throw a simple little background back there. And actually, I always like to leave my background black. So I create another layer on top of my background. That way I'm not actually messing with my background. And there we go. So now I can see that shape. Okay. I actually have a background. But let's go back. Overlay. You can do screen, make it transparent, and you can experiment with the different options. Every drop down button gives you a different option. Okay, so you can do a lot of creative stuff with that. So I'm going to go to each one of my different shapes, and I'm either change the opacity or I'm going to change the layer option. Okay, and that will pretty much be it for this project. So you can create design, you can throw some, what is it called, text in here, and just make your own graphic artwork. All right, thanks for watching. That's it. Stop.